Ikojo.
Yes, darling.
Wada mapacho wate wo tubon.
Mate nyumuno and I think say Krumwana and Kasano seriously speaking Obronebeka said we glorify mediocrity too much. That was system name. We feel that Nyameba and Sem Fatano Mono gains numbers as saying Nipa or Cancer and Papa. Ebin Krawa or social media crown or Cancer and Papa likes in Ina to me about 5. Now the upper Cancer and Funsis here, how our numbers no ebeko. That is the shape and that is the focus and that is the agenda that has been we glorify mediocrity into akaho. Intama ubia soria na oye de ensene de mfata. I mean senye saa ankasebi ye hu se ye ma ene ye mema no entena social media sebi enyi omo ho. Na omo in attempt to get numbers. Na ubia hu se omo nie. And indeed when they do that to her, you rightly said it. Social media, the third media na ba the first. Na sankro from roro mu hu ya sankro from toto nyumfun say sebi no near them abetena say then we give them that ample time to then talk to them, find out what it is and all that. I quite remember there was this girl, I don't know whether she still stings, Derek. This girl Nafisa, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think I remember the name. Nafisa had some serious songs within the social media scene. Onua or call one of the radio stations, I mean to be specific, a piece of Kwesa show no so or like catching businesses or shadrosa or sing our shadrosa or some opobi. And I think she did. I mean she removed her for everybody to see that.
Oh, in the panty.
Studio live, yes. For people to see say pass or share panty and all that. That such a person was gain momentum on our traditional media, and then he had the mileage and all that. We've had people who by default naturally maybe they are born with large breast or probably large back and all that, and they are using it in a way that people give them currency, to do what they are doing and all that. So I have all the audacity to say that we glorify mediocrity, and that is what we waste our credit. That is what we waste. There's some George Ayama any a friend is saying data you're wasting on these kind of people. If we don't watch them, they will stop the nonsense that they are doing. Now when we come to the music, also a gospel musician, right?
Aye.
I think that first of all it's a disgrace to the Christian community. It's a disgrace to women in gospel music, because as a woman in gospel music there's an association of that nature where you have Diana Hope Singh, you have Mary Ganza,
yes,
you have
Stella Dugan
and all
Amy
those
Newman.
Amy Newman, them forming such an association. A DA clearly should tell you, say, association, I think Empress Cracker will be. This particular, your friend is saying, association is not there, with such women of this nature to come and join and say, so, I think that they should watch whatever is happening. Nanka omo embre mubi. Again, what it is that music you can't control. You cannot control what lyrics somebody should do. There's no system and structure in the space that tells you that sesebi ne Elorm atonyum we use certain words of this nature. We need to. The worst you can do is to have a radio version and then a street version. So the street version will go with the sebi in some phone or makano. But say about radio, so there words we use to we don't allow those words on airplay in terms of radio, because in collapsing our kind of BATB and I'm so train faster than us. It will show you the kind of music. So you take care man you'll be surprised where they learn these songs
lyrics
from. But, within that space of time, they could listen to some serious songs and then they can sing all these songs. So I think that you need Bibisa. The only thing we can do is to get these associations to really step in and make sure that some of these songs are pulled down. Some of these lyrics are not out there. Once upon a time, we had Samini who was supposed to do Nenyom Ebeye popular pa Linda. Linda was so popular.
Yeah.
But Yebeye Music Awards, the only thing we told Samini was that the content and the lyrics was not too audible.
Yeah. I remember.
Yes, there's a story of A.B. Crenso there. Na Odie di hun komo sisi as to how you pull that song down and all that. No, there's Moses. Yes, Moses. Yeah, Moses was pulled down.
Okay.
Because of the way and the nature.
Yes, a whole A.B. Crenso.
Yes. And even if he said he was doing the song for himself, he didn't know how I knew APA and all that.
Yeah.
Again, we actually say, as I said, ye share ye na ye bo ya mamre home a banye.
Yeah.
One will say, ye ton ya mamre efa enyumu, sinitwemu, ye kasemu, any day ye she.
Exactly.
It is a yan tenase angry who an shessing ye beya, ye be boa amasanema way a twitcha, a be hajuni ye pa. Obo Musica Dean. Musica is just an association. It's an association open now join. The one Bessa Samuels is heading.
Yeah.
I mean, open now joining. But they should make it in such a way that they should have some form of authority on certain things that we play on our airwaves.
Exactly.
I mean, program managers and music heads of stations should also monitor their DJs.
Yeah.
Okay, in stopping them or not allowing them to play certain kind of songs on radio. And no able to me, but those are the things we can put in place. For us, for the digital space, mobile because there's no maximum control. I mean, when it comes to your digital space, you know, because everything goes, every single thing goes like that. Until say be a minister, be a tape be a that one day, NITA can come and pull all these things down. Once upon a time, Hannah and Hannah be saying Hannah Hannah Tete.
Yeah, Hannah Tete.
The son's issue. I mean, we saw NITA and all that pulling, stopping everybody from sharing and all those things.
I remember.
If we're able to do that, because now, either foreign minister or whatever they are, then it means that there's a possibility that we can pull certain things down in our space.
Yes.
So if be that and NITA is there, NITA is for us. NITA holds all our technology and digital space. Then there's a possibility that when we hear some of these things, we need to report. Just as Game Commission, FDA gets report and feedback from parents. It was through this, a friend is saying, FDA for Becca Chair said, Mona, only Elorm, Muntumin Ton and Sambium, Muntuminia billboard bium. It is through the same call. And a gaming commission, Becca Chair say, who say, Muntumin Quay advert and my betting company, into for on your billboard. But little did they know, say, Yakofa AMA. I mean, a celebrity, the mayor billboard, and I did see me a celebrity. Therefore, do I deserve to continue to be there? Or will be pulling me down now? They will be full for us. So we need to manage the thing well. We need to have certain policies that are coming from government on some of these spaces. It's where I am here. I think the best thing we need to do is to get the woman, is to get the lady and stop this music. I don't know which association can do that. Maybe the Women in Gospel can get into it. Musica can get into it. NITA can get into the system. NCA can equally get into it. Even though, like I said, music is freedom. Music is out there. You see, funny enough, there was a message she was sending in the music. But that is not the right way to send the message. Because the message was fine. I mean, you are telling us something that we should understand. Nipa sebi so we said then cry. This is what it is. That is what you are implying. But when you use words of this nature, now the Tosanyum na, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to portray to all of us? You are denigrating your own country. I mean, this denigrating words. You don't use them. I mean, in songs like that. That is why, for me, I think that the system should be up and doing. I've been in 2025. For crying out loud, the systems are there. We are okay with certain things that we can use in blocking some of these things for us not to get it. So for me, it is good. What you've done is a form of a reporting. To the authorities, the said authorities who are listening. Okay. Most times I need it, but the law will tell you it says a case we assume that BBS in your house, we any never coconante, aqua cases of this nature. It is a BBC, we should just report. And who are you reporting to? That is the point. Asma okay, 1 hour reporter mano. They are reporting to every Ghanaian, but who specifically are we supposed to, channel this thing to? Now, we don't know who, but we only will know that there are certain few music, associations within the space, the girl falls under, or the lady falls under, and those people need to speak, and then we can settle matters from there. But I think that is very appalling, and it is for us, say, careful, to be a disaster for the country. Yeah.
That's Nikojo for this great education. Elorm. As a producer, I know say music and movie goes hand in hand. Me de nyum we brewa wo be produce. More and you be come titino and the bandex, se bandex na gospel artist obeji enyum bi ti say Pa Thomas. Obeji enyum bi ti say.
Mona, I'm really disappointed in the woman, especially say or yeah. Sister Rose, maybe I would be a one kasane my en kasamre. Also, Nyameba Canadian who. Oh, pulling it down to what was he see now, Baba no, so Mama Waterbone, Ebeya would. Because there are some profane words, be a yeka, Sassam M. I don't know, so yeah, my TikTok for one. Also, go how or target some microphobia. So, we may decide you way too much. TikTok for because TikTok na me who pass and for challenge ni bebre sisters in pennyfo me who so more educated people not toilet roll.
Oh really?
Yes.
Toilet roll no more to no what TikTok say TikTok the one here to hear why you shade na sister pennymo wa toilet roll no or akotona you know
to na
ordinance papa no to no why yes so sister na kasa me nim ye ye because also your gospel artist gospel and you be what Bible mu when you be at say what bon. You see, and you be and like words be what Bible mu I will be asasa. No, these are some of the things be an sister craba kon the records mu no. Na watu you be nyansa you be no. Eno wo bi ankasa I said that catcher and say, Mommy, so what kwasi anyum na TikTok for fape aye hits.
Yeah.
Because TikTok for adio mutimi ya ade wo ho pa ni. Sometimes me kasa omo ya ade because obi o ha na nyumo ntimi enye advert bebre but on the TikToker na guys yi asafo no mo nes net fo yi ni sa ge yi fo no omo so mu pe ube hu say na ye hits. What ma say? And this say na wo kan say producer bi betimi producer na producer bi be produce because one obetimi aka che ne say we woto sa anyum we ya nkofo be recognize o ye be start am platform which I think so ya starting I don't know so we starting so ye granting interviews na bibi anything we no mu no e na say ye chiri ma no because it said mami we fa sa anyum we ye hater na te say ye man bi omo pe bi omo betimi aye aba be do baby akora etuo no ye I will shoot you sanyama we nia be ba o. Yeah. Because some me a man sa platform where now wa so ye journalist and answer presenter wako who school won in there o se ma first any pa we aba me studio say me bi sa ne say otobon e tre say
bonwum no as so ye ni interview
I am interview so on che otobon asese hey so to say I think say yan kasa na ye di anim no ya ne ye man krofo we misleading because me a presenter now say me member na me be sister I should say no to this.
Exactly.
I should say no and just say me suro because say no. I say me na mba baby sano. Because I say na work and obi atiase no be cheche mu sen e na akyerw. This is not right at all. Sister Nanka say my ye man ma ye nkasa bebre or no nkasa nko pulling it down because only message no the man we deviate. Enye message when ye message obi anim say obi anya hwe but obi so ye bibi. Ghana ha you will be a bibi. As a Florence in Yomono Crampo, let me say, or sample South Africa, Mameno, Mamene Diano, or soon me fear, South African woman, and she sampled it. Yes. And the song is still valid till today. And so why should you do this? I just think sorry, the man, worship leader.
no wa raising you way
na ade me ya ne say asori na owo mu na nkasa ye so omo ka che ne say asede Bible mu nsem na ade ye cheche no wo ho na so onfa anya adwuma me ndi so wa so e na wo hu ade ba ko pe na me hu Muslim you can't do this
no
so you are a Muslim I woto sa anyumwe ade me hu so mo taking for granted ye Christianity wo bia sorry o se me ye Christoni na wa start ye nyama bone preaching bone enyum bone income bone no wa yo se me ye Christoni or din sini kra no akose Christo ase because as a dey Christo no as ye ni measures until on say Christianity do betimi aka say me ye Christo me ye Christoni until oh nyame na e kasa chem obi antimi enka say nyame be na no kasa because me two way say wo see ya frewa me nyame no ne hu nyame no.
Yeah.
Well, these are some of the things. Until you wake up, me a catch a mammy way. So, friend, but see, obey me a catch us all down. One and yammy train. Yammy yats and a man cofobi. Ebedia to say yammy is onto me to bone. No be at to bone. I don't know what in Yamabi to say Yamesa. Obi a ye baba. Obi a ye baba. What do you do? Say Yamin a friend one. Now say, one person I would drink us all to bone about wow. Anything out to you. It's very bad.
Me that's it. Who say when he okay. Last part was it.
And you cry.
Saying yeah, for when you know we start fighting, you know, nonsense.
Mona,
don't do.
When we are living in a country, institutions are not working, and in as much as institutions are not working, this is the results we are going to have.
Exactly.
Because we just wake up and there's a gospel music. Ya boom crew edi sebi in kwasi asem wa sorry dem musa mafi de pia bonting, and it's reflecting in our music. Look at a genre called gospel. As it stands now, the gospel music fraternity are very complicated to the extent say they can't even identify themselves. Enti ama aye basa oma twapeti. Now hwenye efimu eba. And how do we classify this song as gospel music?
It's not otobon.
Eh dey yakupon ebo ye nyina ye bibi wo hu nti. Mona, I think say it's about time some institutions needs external hands to work effectively.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this, for instance, a friend is saying an institution like Christian Council.
Yeah.
What I say, Christian Council of Ghana. WOHO. What I say. WOHO. And Mona, it's like almost honum sa na niema no there are certain things be our. That's why the reason why I'm saying we need to give them external hands to work towards
like agencies, yes.
Yeah, because one, the Christian Council always says they are working with their members, just like Musica.
Yeah.
If you are not part of Musica, there are certain things because you are not part of them. Okay. That is how Christian Council is also telling us. If you are not among the 31 denominations, no more Christian Council, nothing from the other end in the inform. But I think that institution they need to have a regulatory body that will regulate very well, no matter across, irrespective of their members. Because there are certain things that a course was sorry and one are penetrating into the music scene. Because there's no gospel musician sorry. Me who be that. Every gospel musician belonging to Asoribi. Yeah. If you Asoribi me buy, answer no ba beto nyamenyom no. O say friend say Nyameba Mary,
Nyameba Rose.
Nyameba Rose fine. Say when ya enyom kama na say o de babontia. I think say with the message na ke so so ni so yi. Say just want to tell us say we hear them kosoba for ma wonyo bia. But the way or the message ni brain or the package, isn't that packageable?
It's not clothed well.
Yeah. Into Kobani Sana, it doesn't suit well within the system. Into how are we going to consume such message to our understanding? Now, Yentia Sena say is profane, MYA. but Kawo put a message across.
Exactly.
Now we don't understand you anymore. Then it becomes no more a message. Was yan tia send the enya asem na ode okache no. Ye tia sia it becomes a message. I think churches and so they are also a contributing factor. Obi fi wa sorry na so compose enwomo a enti enwom we obetimi akona sorry akọ perform. I'm asking.
Obakwa lanchia ma ya tuto CD na.
So you see the society we are living in. That's the reason why I made Christian Council because according to their objectives, aside being guardians to the 31 member church dominations they are also contributing to guiding the society. And who are the society? It's me, you, contributing to the community, becoming a society. That 31 denomination account we are also part of you. Because you are part of the society. I think this kind of music, you know, say a yifi system as soon as possible. Because obi resu, or they buy a man cash, you know, obi so buy bisuya. Next time, enya what to bon. For the baba, a bar, bakono. So fit to an alcohol.
It is what we name. Sir.
Yeah. What is it? And see the way your system econo, I think say ya now you scrutinize your music scene very well. I think say a time will come and you may be bano. For instance, like say we feel gospel fraternity because their instance are music about from secular musicians. Yetimi abaning music no omonyomo. Yeah,
I think it was a song Sakwa did this and we felt it was too tribalistic in
yeah. And this is coming from the gospel. And the definition of gospel is the word of God.
Yeah.
And this is the word of God.
But Genesis to Revelation,
verse B experiencing. Mona, I think institutions need to set up the likes of Musica, the likes of Christian Council, like a whole lot of institutions need to set up. They need to scrutinize our music space. They need to scrutinize our Christianity, fraternities and our stages. And yes, Anna, a time will come when we can't even consume music composed by our own artists from the gospel genre. We can't consume. Because we say, Uko say, Anna, when you have time, I say you worship with it. Worship until him machina beti.
Organist na mse kese na so obi o say bo asum for echi dey say ya. Every set wa dwi.
No encouraging so onye.
And me who fit I said I thought it was one kind of that funny videos need. But I realized the thing is
obinyom
hitting fire. As a jatum man 40 meaning we're provided within the system consuming. And is this a song we need to consume as Christian? And no way Satan say Ghana is a Christian country. God damn shit. Is this a Christian country we call it? And a Christianity yes then who ni yebia ni subanye kitano. Everything is complicated when it comes to the Christian fraternity. Everything is complicated.
Yeah.
Who Christo ni and who first education ni and who heba spiritualist ni and who heba doctor ni ya kanin na boom.
Now even I don't think say traditionalists for no omo crampo no so omo musician bi wo ho no ko ba beto nwuma abosum no be penese omo use sa words
we. And this is the Christian fraternity we are finding ourselves. Mona, I think institutions need to set up. And I believe and trust in the governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He's a listening government and I know he's watching. He's a listening government. Okasa utie, no to anamon. If you want to progress as a government, you have to have a listening ear. Because ubu a mine nipa ne wom. Ana wona ubu omuso. Enti omu kasa utia eno ne bema omani mpuntu akonkan. So I'm daring him. He needs to take a step further.
Yeah.
If necessary him, you have those institutions. I'll bet him call it upon them to set up. Work on this song. Make sure the song is out of the system.
Sam George,
Yeah.
He's in charge of technology.
Yeah. They say all the DSPs, digital streaming platforms, say if you hold on. Now you instruct or no one casano. Now okoi sa ne to ni fi ho. And yes, I know a higher green. What I say, into instructing now, near money, you money in a few and I know and I trust some judge as well. He's going to do it.
Yeah.
If the instructions comes, I think he will do it. And we can't tolerate this within the space. MYN. MYN.
I had to know how.
Oh my. Oh my, oh, sorry, na say worship leader, praise and worship leader, Ede Nyumni Shemusana. What to be?
Praise and worship leader. And I say, oh, yes, so for Bakra, I found that by my boy. And
do you know one interesting thing? One said down to keyboardist, no more, almost squad, be almost having. We won't some day winning in the mass. Into one cast out to over 2 or 3. Over 2 or 3.
Seriously, here, mess and they're a bit controversial.
Yeah.
One, voice in order to know. Me nye tribalistic.
Yeah.
Sure. But also do ha opia say where the ofiha.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why we have our various cultures. Senebea.
Why I say opia say where the ofiha in na eba. Seriously, me say voice in the way you see it straight. Ye nua bema patapa.
Patapizi.
Patapizi. So me boni dingi ke na me de kasam.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Not here say.
More sorry. That usuru na hoka.
What was that ofi omo size? So a fancy. Yeah.
Fancy no debio. Ye ka fancy na o.
Say omo different types.
Ye di gomoa abeye fancy. Agona ya be ne fancy. Those so nyina akweso akodu takra de me ye fancy ba omo ya hunter. Ye say fancy for.
Ah, okay.
Eya na fancy no dem ya obi we say fancy. Seriously, we in fact engineer no call tena say so be programming nyumu we angasa engineer no se meme wa haka o sa mokokoko no nya Chinese for the pepper mo dey
cayenne pepper
onyam ni say ya wo ho no ko pe we bi enye we no dey afra no asa no be mi onangasa na dwene mu ka no so be tena so be programming sa nyuwe wo dey ke oba engineer no o engineer so owoba before anyum lady ne to anyum nti untimi busa wo asem ina wo ho we say no so ko gina so dem na bi oye na wo ka so bi a quarista bi a kwa master ne en check anyum na ansa you see Christianity no say na menu ai kan no say kwa master be gina be ka say ade we enye we pe ono be fa kwa master no hotan one say o ko so for no so for ka say de be nyum we pe and the asori no
ojai
Mejai. That is the mentality. Who said Christendom no still no we have baby Christians.
Yeah.
They are still drinking the milk.
True.
Not ready to eat some solid food. No. Into we say all ye be no they are di in a sebi o sebi ube nyo bakwasea. Ajije no bambamba. Into obeye ye say a Christo for. Nyame no ye a Christo. Ya de nyame din di kam so Christ HD for no ni egu papa nani mase
yeah
se na me sister kan no enya ade a Muslim for omeye BBC even traditionalists no kwapo no they won't go to this tangent ya ma ya ho that freedom no na sabi jimie no adokro yen ewo mo me ne ka say Christian Council me fa in fact sa din wo sa obebo a ye hwebenku hwenifa so we chi no betimi utimi hwe kraka hwe ucha because almost krama baba ya another entity another bocus
yeah you are condemning the whole institution.
No, the Christian Council, what are they doing? No, say Christian Council, there are certain people who share ye social media way so.
It's so bad.
No, commit me sorry. At the end of the day, most of them have tended to be politicians. Also, almost
institution.
Thank you.
What are they doing?
Thank you.
No, but they have their prime.
They have their prime. They won't talk because at the end of the day,
we can only appeal to them.
Absolutely. Good. Good. Also,
no, they know what they are doing.
That's why they need to have external.
But it's just that we have to appeal to them.
We have to appeal to them. Also, the next minute now let media general but some of these who now you then the no seriously Sanyo Manes that yes here was this association now so for no obi onya ba no page ni kakeke but makoti association no afrefre other young pastors the moment me say matiwe no useless hwe ye hu say eye dua baako ina atre na nyina hya say ye ginwunu momma ye mfinyansa entina ase ni ye suson ye ho se na be ya dua na kase suo no ye be siesie ase tem bi obi edu obi otimi age na home na se gimie na adoso we inye sabio gimie na adoso na such person serious me tell voice me say oh into we owoba iti ni kunu se wa warrior ni kunu say we no how did he feel no it's serious oza mini aba na ye no oyo ba okoye be ma ke be so the way obesi take approach exactly. But oyo ba no say no ofele that pain no yeah oba dey say no chale enyumo ye o seriously social media we nyina na ka ye be da be so na music but say you so music so ya about cho e no do makọ e bia current administration e bi obetimi equip music no motimi aye bibi kakra na den nyina na ye hu bi metwemu you see institutions na o Ghana nya me ka kira wo say ade bia
me ko jo ma numbers into Ghana
good we dey for to dwa
e busia for wa pesa o kire wa dwen mo amohwe yen sesi an obetimi e de mo adwen kire na afa ye WhatsApp line so 0277 463636 0277 463636 esanso AC so imprensa 0277 463636 na mepemu no ye call your second topic ne so na fe me de studio line so ato mo amobe frefre no na mo de ato for now no WhatsApp line is ni wadwen kire no text never send bra ntina mikura phone no wa ha no e ba ya me kan ni nyina amamo omai wrap up na
me wrap up makasa ade we da institution se wo nyina na ade bia Ghana dikan na Ghana wo mu bia no e be ka se o Ghana say seriously me hu ni say e ya useless because me use a bank me nia be me bra kwadwo ni office in Chelsea na o sanimo no Ghana na me fan ka ne nso so na ho sika krabia na wakwaje edan a esi ho private we no onye o no wakwaje no na wo soro ho no na gaming company na ho amofra 24/7 omo to chacha ho sabio ade be chun be ba no na se yetimi gboro awie a adwene ye edwuma you see eye Garnet I say bibia no jimie no eye 19 kojo ho so obi ba na soka so ba be ye fie ho a na ye wo entity bi so na say tribe do make so simesi de to say ye njai saade no ne ye ntimi enkra ye nsua de ye na be boa ye na saade we pa de adabraka
na no che say
emfa
ana Elorm no yen collaboration bia na
e bi enye sa collaboration fun wo
ye bet na remix o
we dey emfata ye kra
Elorm ajane
we dey emfata ye kra
ya ne ye de yenye ide wa igbem mana o
ye bedwen
wo ko say your friend wo ayi
ye ka ye be ye
o me friend wa hifio
amede kamia
ai me yenye sa de no
me koto bia fe do no mama wa frɛ mo papa ko etwa bosu
etwa yesu o oh, but I feel say the brako jo kan no Dyna-Q me ne Stella Duga Monsa or fraternity no if a letter should come from there
I think
we're pulling it down because say a gospel song now then there are gospel giants wo
but mo na onim say yankasa cry betimi ama enum we akọ
there be enum we no maka chere no deda say sa ebusuafo na mo hwe yesisi mo hwe all over the world say bibi Gyegye adwuma de me say mo hwe enye just Ghana ha it's in the diaspora obi a ehwe wo a wo betina se na wo say bu Ghana gospel artists no mo wo kuro yi mu ha Ghana gospel artists the likes of Dyna-Q means Stella Seal, formerly Stella Dugan, Amy Newman, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Tego sisters, Reverend Joe Beecham, these legends, those who have died. We resort many monyam papa no so frame. Brother Philip so no so frame.
Yeah.
Enyo no moment ko jami o mami God me nyame ase o.
Adam reku no mo.
Adam reku mo. O say won fast our respect and Emma these people. Na utimi ko download di wo to bon. O wa sorry na imu ye worshiper na na ya raise o to bon topic say mo fanya worship.
They be everyone is a beer. Yes, yeah, no, so.
Abna Rose, Mr. Abna Rose. Nyameba, or Nyameba Rose. Since I would deem na me Rose for me ni more mono. It's almost Rose for me ni more text me.
I'm a for banana shobium. Ebi onya bena. I mean, my bena phone boyfriend. Me catch you.
Oh, but I'm not for more fancy me. Manu na fumu ye.
They go to me nyabena.
Also, oye Nyameba Rose.
More fancy.
Nyameba Rose.
I'm not for the bad.
Acto Nyameba Rose. Unyum no enko baby ya.
Enko.
I have headquarters. Screen goddess me so me bi mu say ya. I deliver. Into the so person wo de wo yenim say wo good intentions behind the music. You want to put it across. The likes of Florence Obini Munyina, they had same concept. They had a way of putting it across. When Florence knew, say, South Africa, yes, it's the same meaning. And no sample, yeah, and no the tree muma, yeah, my quiet tears, no. It's far. Echo baby in Africa. Into no who dear. Your friend Mamina, oh yeah, Jesus, you love me too much. Oh, your friend is saying, oh, sister, no, dynamic, yeah, collaboration, no. This is the doing of the Lord. Yes, Messi Chinwo. It's in your friend Messi Chinwo, ma say, on rendition of Utubon, no, when your collaboration, Anna. What are you trying to say?
But your Kwame, ewo enche. Or say, so, open you atura, ombra enche kwe. No share no more bomb bet me man nyom.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
You Kwame say me cause
I Kwame ase. On free yeah.
And me I feel that this is a cheap production.
Yeah.
This is very cheap because I also we a gospel singer. Now we a musician na. You know say musician bia no timi choro nyom.
Yeah.
Me nua kwabo wo he ochoro e no woto. Ye wo ebi mu saa. Ene ye wo ebi mu nso a ye choro mo nko ade a hwe Empress, Shanyuma Kwame Chroman.
What no so fine?
She said, what two Numuno? I'm a Numan Anya award.
Yeah.
And in the past, producer not now or producing. No. Obey me the lyrics way. Aba Bejina, my sister Gifty, and him say, Gifty my trouble to bomb or Bejina too.
Debbie.
Collabo.
Debbie was son of what PF now hopes in Abraham, national security of a fan. Because on TSS, wouldn't you, my brother, you say, what is this?
It's very bad.
We play in this country too much. For mama yen chat your simana yen